Hello. Ow. Christ. I'm laughing because I'm listening to Andy. What the douchebag? It's got that fancy sticker on it. Dave's on branded. Dave speaking. What's up? Who's this? Oh, sure. What do you got? Right. Yeah. Well, I don't work on them, so I mean I could kind of save you time. I don't know who does, but I don't work on 3DSs. Yeah. Sorry. All right. All right. I'll catch you later. Bye. Go away. I don't work on 3DSs. Whoa! Caught that. This part is always hard to get up. It's very quiet. What do you think the price was of the sub that Andy just fixed was? It's weird. Can't get the screw out. It's stripped. Come on. Yeah. That is stripped. That sucks. Nope. Come on. That fucking... How tight is this thing? Never had one this stripped before. Oh, fuck. There it goes. Jesus Christ. I'm going to put the same exact one back in. Just kidding, I'm not. The good thing is these screws, you could match PlayStation screws exactly. So, yeah. But this one is definitely the worst one I've had. Don't tell them I'm streaming. Somebody told them I'm streaming. I'm behind on Andy's stream. Definitely don't want to use this screw again. Love when they get it. First one I had stripped ever. Oh, I had coffee somewhere. So if I can't listen to Andy's stream, what am I supposed to listen to? Now I'm stuck. Andy's off. Oh, you know what I did? I bought a PS5 for $100. And it was a pretty mint condition PS5. It couldn't have been more than, I don't know, like 3 or 4 months old maybe. Honestly, I think that was about it. And I and I, what do you call it, I used the RMA on Sony, and even without a receipt, shockingly, it worked. And I was able to RMA the unit, and they're gonna send me a box and take it back and hopefully give me a working one so I don't have to do a goddamn thing. I take the green crap off because I hate getting it on my fingers. So I'd rather only get it on my fingers once and not have to deal with it. So that's why I take the green crap off, in case anybody was going to ask me. Also, I don't care why you were going to ask me, but I know that question was probably coming. So I do take the green crap off those two areas when I'm doing the HDMI port, because I know I'm going to get green crap all over the place on my bench, and I don't feel like dealing with it. So, anywho, they are going to send me a box, and that PS5, where is that thing? It was in such good condition, I couldn't believe it was broken. Now I can't find it. Oh, it's right here. It's like brand new, this thing. And I got it for $100, and with the disk drive and everything. So it's a great deal. Great deal. How am I going to do this? I got to turn on my other camera. OBS. Going into my studio for some reason. Oh, I see what I did. I'm in my studio. Well, that's pretty stupid. Whatever. I'm in my studio in OBS. How do I fix that? Let's hit the dashboard maybe. I don't want to end the stream. How do I fix this? I think I fixed it. Studio. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix my stuff here. It's fixed. If anybody's still watching, it's fixed. That is definitely not good. Oh, come on, stay. Oh. Hey, Rosie, what's up? It's a quiet stream. I have nothing to talk about. Except my PlayStation I have. Not selling. Got this thing on. So what I did so far is I tinned the port before I remove it. Which prevents these stupid things from breaking, which I always like. And then I could get rid of that little thing that no one likes. There you go. Some quality and some quality Kingbo flux on. Fill her up. Let it. What happened? Well, that's weird. Ow. $12, $13, $14, no connect, $15, $16, $17, $18, and $19. Yeah. Putting it back together. Oh. Yeah, I got it on anyway. I hate this green crap. Hate it. The next person I see actually taking thermal paste off with a fucking Q-tip. Swear to God. It's like fucking washing a floor with a cotton swab. Why would you use a Q-tip to take a fucking thermal paste off? If I could find thermal paste, that would be nice. Mental note, I definitely need to order me some thermal paste. So what? Tronic Fix the other day. I'm watching Tronic Fix put together a PlayStation that was completely disassembled, had basically thermal paste all, liquid metal all over it. You know, it was a real mess. So any normal person that wasn't looking for content would have put it together halfway and tested it. But not him. Nope. Put it all the way together and found out it didn't work. So I am 100% sure it was for content, because there's no normal person. There's no normal person that does that. It puts something all the way together to find out it doesn't work. It's like almost as bad as taking thermal paste off with a Q-tip, or checking for shorts with a can of gasoline around, or something to that effect. Sometimes it just, all right, enough with the content, we get it. Certainly you could put something together halfway and find out if it works or not. Am I actually doing it wrong here? Like, I will put this thing together all the way because it's an Xbox and they're easy to put together. I don't have to really worry about testing it. The only thing I have to really remember is the rubber boot that I always forget. Besides that, I'm sure I'll be fine. And this thing, make sure that connector's on, because I always forget that too. But there's a lot better tools out there to take thermal paste off than 16 cotton swabs. I guess I'm mistaking actual work for content. It's probably a bad thing. Let's see. I have to remember, I have to put a screw back together. This stupid thing doesn't work either. Oh, my magnetic is gone. Just thought about it. Actually, I didn't use any IPA on this. Yet it was clean. And I didn't set the house on fire. Go me. I'm missing one screw. There you are. I have to replace one screw because I stripped the, well, I didn't strip the shaft, it was already stripped. But this is where I use a PlayStation screw. Same thread pattern and everything. Just so you know. Use a PlayStation screw. I have to clean this thing. BRB. It's got to be cleaned before. Well, yeah, let me clean it before I throw it back in. I hate to throw it back in and then have to clean it afterwards. I promised this be ready. Let's see. I'll put the rubber back. Put the PS5 condom back on. I must be really confident it's going to work. Or I'm just doing it for content. All right, I'm going to test it. Where do I test it? Over here. Not that you'll be able to see. But if it works, I'll tell you. I'm going to lie. If it doesn't work, I'm going to lie. I have no lining up. I didn't test this one when it came in. Shit. Fuck me. Ah, fuck. Up. Let's see. I might have just forgot one thing. That one thing is going to be a pain in the ass. I did. Let me see if I could get this in. Why did I take that off? Did I take that off? I guess I did. The South Bridge? If I did, why? Well, let's try it now. All right, better. Apparently I didn't plug in the South Bridge. Xbox logo. All good. All right. I don't know. You don't see it, but I have an Xbox logo. I'm going to take a picture of it and then put this back together. Call it a win. Send it to the customer, Ryan, and call it a win. Yeah, it was embarrassing. I didn't actually plug in the board. That's why it wasn't working. Oh, it's not embarrassing. It's just I don't know why I took that plug out even. Like I took it out, but obviously. But I don't know why I would have took it out, because obviously I didn't need to take it out. So my first instinct was take that thing off, as if I was taking it apart to fix it. But yeah. Anyway, that's why I wasn't getting power, because I didn't have the South Bridge connected. Not a huge deal, but a deal. It's not a huge deal, but it definitely is a deal. I can't wait to send this PlayStation out to get it fixed. I'm kind of curious. I mean, I won't know what they fix, but I do love that I'm getting it fixed by somebody, by the actual company, and then I'll get to sell it as refurbished. So that's pretty cool. Oh, that's the wrong screw. What am I doing? Thought I grabbed the green one. Thought I grabbed the black one instead. So yeah, pretty cool, because that will be money in my pocket. Easy money. Probably sell that thing for $300 ish, $350 maybe. I don't know. Like a brand new PlayStation, pretty much. it will be a brand new PlayStation Slim to boot. So that is a cool thing to have listed. Oh, I owe all that to Aaron. Aaron is the one that made me post that shit in Facebook, that I buy consoles, and that purchase of that console was directly related to that ad that I put in, that I buy broken consoles. So thank you, Aaron. Great community that we have. Obviously, we say it all the time, but I don't think people understand just how great it actually is. You know, how much we actually do for each other. It's unbelievable. How much we make fun of each other. No, just kidding. How much MK makes fun of himself. Bring that sticky back to life. My second one's easier. It's a PS5. There we go. Freshly fixed Xbox Series X with new HDMI port. Retested. And yeah, it works. This guy. Is this a disc model? Yeah. Trying my best not to give out customer info, but whatever. Oh, I should send that guy, probably send him a text. What is going on here? What can I do? Trying to move my window. It's not working out too well. I don't know what's going on. Oh well. Somehow I can't move my window in OBS. And I don't know why. Huh. Alright, whatever. Whatever. 570 972 72. Text. All done. Alright, the next victim. This one's never been opened before. I'm gonna have to break its hymen. Fucking piece of shit. Let's see what this looks like. This is a bus driver. Yeah, a school bus driver for everybody to know. And they want to know the answer. And yes, I do smell weed. Just saying. I do. Can't hide. Can't hide from the PlayStation. Maybe it's not weed. Maybe it's just vape. You never know. Alright, now to piss everybody off that ever watches. Ready? Ah! Broke its hymen. Its PlayStation hymen is broken. Broke one of these the other day. That sucked. Those little RF connectors. Those are a pain in the ass to put back on. Took one off a donor. I broke it in half, so I couldn't reuse it. Put it back on, and it worked, so I guess I did something right for a change. This one has a little, I see it. I see something. Maybe a little roach poo. I'm not sure. It's not obvious. Since I work out of my garage, I sprayed my garage, and I figure, fumigated my garage from roaches. And as long as they can't get past the doorway, should be pretty safe. I mean, something that my wife definitely doesn't enjoy. But it's a lot better now that I'm working out here than in my home. Imagine bringing up a roach-filled console to your house, bringing it in, taking it apart, seeing a few of them crawl out, catching the legs, disgusting. I don't know what purpose roaches have in the world, but I mean, they say everything has a purpose. I don't know what roaches are, what purpose roaches have. I mean, I guess they feed other stuff. But if roaches disappeared tomorrow, I don't think anybody would have a problem with it. I certainly wouldn't. They hide in so many things, TVs and just everything you could possibly imagine. Oh, where did my thing go? I have a big old magnet that I use. I don't know what I did with it though. Big old magnet. Oh shit! I almost forgot this thing on the other one. I'm just gonna put these down. Fuck it. I've done that a couple of times too. I forgot that stupid thing on the bottom. Yeah, as long as I saw it beforehand, right? Could be worse. One person called me. He's like, "Hey, do you still have that?" Because it was like the Halo series. I'm like, "Oh man, come by and get it." And you know, of course they didn't come by and get it. So now I still have their stick kicking around here. I'm sure in a few months they'll be like, "Hey, you still have that Halo series bottom? Why can't I get this bottom on? I feel like a retard." Can't get the bottom on, everybody. What a noob. What the hell? I feel like I just had it on. Let's see. No. That? Yes. So confused. I've never seen one of these things knock. Come on. What in the hell? Is this the right one? I wonder if... Is this the one? I think this is the other one I had. No, this is the right one. Four. 4. I'm experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by. I'm pretty sure this is not the right one. Now that I mentioned it. Whatever, I'll work on it later. I'm not sure what the hell's going on. I'm sure I'll come back to it and it'll come right off. Because that's just the way things are. Oh, I have a text. Victor V. Aha! On the bacon, the collard greens. Hey Victor, hey Victor. It's not that bad. Victor. Hey, Victor. I'm just gonna do this one. I'm just doing. One more time. Hello, Dave. Dave speaking. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I've heard. Yeah. Yeah, I walked the dog earlier. Right. Yeah, I'll do it later on. Right. Okay. Do you know what's going on with her or no? Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's full of flu people, right? The flu. Hmm. I don't worry about that shit. I just if it's gonna happen, I'm gonna get sick. It doesn't. I got customers too, so it's honestly it's I don't know. Yeah. No, I'm the type of person that just figures of get it get it over with, and then you know that's just the type of person I am. Oh, that's different. Okay. Right. Uh huh. Being sick, yeah. Well, I have a vitamin infusion tomorrow, so either. Yeah, I go to the same, St. Luke's up here. So they do at the next door, the building next door. Yeah, yeah. I got to go for iron because my iron was low. Oh, okay. Yeah, and that you need that for your heart. Oh shit. Did you? Yeah, it's not fun like bananas, right? So no. Yeah, I mean it's definitely alternative to that shit. Yeah. Right. And where are you? You're down in Wingate, right? Scranton, Maryland. Sorry. Okay. That's yeah. Right. Right. Being yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. So bad with smell of smoke is unbelievable. Right. No, I remember her sitting on the doorstep, smoking, or your father would be out in the garage smoking. And no smoke was ever in the garage, in the house. Yeah, sure. That's yeah. That's I know it's crazy. you don't chain smoking as he's taking his last drag on his second cigarette that he just had. Right. You just go out. Yeah. Just go out. I mean, the smell of smoke is pretty bad. Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Yeah, that dog is... I mean, I would even wash the dogs, but I know they're going to piss all over my house. You know, I would bring them here. I know they're going to pee all over my house. No, and I tried to tell that to your mother early on. I was like, I told her, don't do that wee pad shit, because it's not good for the dogs. You gotta... Yeah. And I said to your mother, I said, you got to get her outside, because I knew she was just walking the one, and I'm like, that's not going to work out for you, you know, down the road. That's not going to work out for you. And sure enough, it didn't. It did not work out for me, because right, right, right. Yeah, you know how much you're going to have to clean or lose. You're going to just lose money on it at that point. All new floors. Needs stain kill on the wall, and you know that stain killer has to be probably coated 3 or 4 times, probably. You know. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got to do all that. Yeah, so right. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. See ya. Bye. So that's fun. What's going on in my world? Neighbor's sick. She has a dog that has to be walked. So, anybody have anything nice to say? Probably not. I know you guys. Probably very rotten to me. No, look at that. Yeah, I'm not saying anything. I'm just, I have to talk to, I was talking to my neighbor because she's in and out of the hospital every day. She's like a 70-year-old lady. And she has 2 dogs, and one dog pretty much pisses all over the house. But they both have to be walked, even though, like, the one dog is not trained, and it's been like almost 2 years, and to try to train a dog now to go out is very difficult. And this lady who just called, her father is like a useless scumbag who doesn't do a fucking thing. And, just basically wants everything handed to him. I don't know, I can't live my life like that. I gotta fucking, if it's my last thing I do, I gotta sit there and I gotta help people, it's how I live my life. And this person, all he has to do is let the dogs out. All he has to do is build a fence to let the dogs out. And, when the wife comes home, stop asking her to do shit. Be a little fucking self-reliant, maybe. Cook your own meals, just try not to rely on your wife for every goddamn thing. Maybe stop smoking in the house and clean a little. Jesus. I don't know, man, just how I feel about things, or maybe other people feel about that. You gotta take care of yourself. If you could still walk, you could still take the dogs out. And you certainly don't need your 54, 53-year-old neighbor. Not even neighbor. I'm like 4 houses away. I gotta go all the way over there and walk their 2 pieces of shit dogs. They're so wild. One of them is so wild. I would like to get that dog. I'll take that dog for a week and train it just to see if I can. So I'm really good with dogs. And not firm-handed either. The way I train my dogs is very, reward-based. I don't beat up dogs for nothing. A lot of people, they don't know how to train dogs. They'll rub their nose and pee and stuff like that. Dog doesn't know what. Listen, if you're rubbing your dog's nose and pee, that dog has no idea why its nose is going and pee. If anything, it's just going to make them scared to go to the bathroom. And if you're saying, what did you do after they did it? And, you get those TikTok videos like, oh, what did you do? And the dog turns around and runs away. That's not because the dog knows that he did something wrong. That's because you're a fucking asshole who don't know how to train a dog. To train a dog, you don't say, what did you do after it's done? You follow it around, and then you follow it around like, you're basically seeing that dog almost 24 hours a day. You're keeping it by your side the whole time. And as soon as it does something wrong, you correct it and divert. You divert the dog's attention to something that they can play with, like a toy or something. You don't say, what did you do, and get in a cage and all this other bullshit. If you're doing that, you're a fucking idiot. If you're using a cage in general to discipline a dog, you're probably an idiot. Sorry to say. It's not going to work. I love that. You watch these videos. What did you do? The fucking dog doesn't know what it did. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Hi. No, what's up? No. Your mom stuff. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's a good point. Especially cardio like that. The problem is I never know I'm sick until until I'm laid up in bed, and I go, oh, I think I might be sick. I'm like the worst. Yeah, I'm the worst when it comes to that. So, yeah. It's all right. I just wish that they were a little more proactive, and like you need a dog walker, you need a fenced-in enclosure, you need that fenced-in enclosure to be a little more accessible. It's like all these things that you probably could use, and it's just not going anywhere. Yeah. No, I'm sure. Right. 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 Yeah, but he doesn't want the fence. No, obviously, right? Yeah. And all you had to do is make the fence go out to the front door, right? Right. Because I think Callie is actually good that way. Like Callie will wait. Right. Yeah. Well, Abby's just not trained to hold it. Yeah. We we both told her the same thing, and I'm not even in your family, but I said like that's going to be a nightmare to have to try to train a dog when it gets over a certain age. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Right. No, I can do that, but I'd much rather I just take the dog out for exercise anyway. So it's good. It's good for me. It's good for the dog. It's good for everybody. Yeah. Do you have one of those stupid retractable leashes? Okay, good. I was going to suggest that. Just get rid of that thing. I agree. The retractable leashes, I do not enjoy. Uh, they get too much of a head start. Right. Yeah, and when I walk those dogs, I don't use I used a locked up retractable leash on Callie, and then I saw that there was a regular leash there for the other one. I just started using that. So it is way easier. Yeah, people are kind of dumb over in that area, you know. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Now we got way too many people that fly all over the place in here. No, I know they have pizza. It's just I was. Well, I could just tell them I can't do it anymore. I mean, I could easily do that, but right. Yeah. Right. Right. I. Right. It's very true. Like, look, I do. I also repair electronics, and I have a regular job. It's just I do a lot of different things, and I'm I'm available, but I'm also trying to trying to run my house. You know. Right. Yeah. No, yeah. Mm, right. Mm. Did you hear what I said? I said, huh? I had a feeling when the kids stay as far away from your house as possible. I know it's not your mom, so yeah, I, I had that I had that feeling. Now she tells me like that he basically just spends all the money and then doesn't really care about anything that has to be done, and it's just a bad way to live life. Yeah, yeah, right. Now we know the truth. Mm, yeah, yeah. It's right, right, and that's yeah. I know. I didn't agree with, like when I was younger. I didn't agree with my mother the way she wanted me to live. So at 18, I packed up my things and I moved out. And not that I don't talk to my mother, it's just I didn't agree with, this is one of those things. Like, I don't agree with the way I'm living, so I'm going to change that. And at 18, I did. Now you got these spoiled pricks that stay in their fucking houses until they're in their 30s, Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, one's already moved out, and my daughter's already moved out. And not that she has this wild fantasy goal, but she wants to be on her own and independent. That's fine, I mean, I'm still paying the car insurance, the cell phone, and a lot of other things. But at the same token, she hasn't came for me for any sizable money yet, So. Hmm. Right. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, your dad is sitting there. He's how old? Trying to drive around in a friggin' Corvette, and before that, it was a Challenger Demon. It's like, dude, all these cars cost a fucking fortune. What are you doing? Yeah. Right. He rolls over lease payments and stuff. It's crazy. Oh, finance. Yeah. Right. I am 100% sure because that car is over at the $100,000. Right. Right. That's definitely a problem when you can't feel your legs and you're trying to drive a Corvette. You can't fit in. I mean, that thing is amazingly small. Yeah, that's great, but don't cripple yourself. I mean, think about the life that they could be living without all that extra payment. That's crazy. You would have a summer house in Florida, a winter house in Florida at this point. That's crazy. Yeah. Oh yeah, tremendous. Like yeah. I mean, not to compare, but I don't spend a lot of money. As a matter of fact, most of my hobbies would include making money, not spending money. So, you know, so basically my hobby is making money, which is crazy, but that's, yeah, yeah, What is it? I usually know. Right. Oh, like an HSA type of thing for. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. It's like a HSA or a college fund, and I'm sure he might have attached his name to it. I mean, I would love for the government personally to get out of college money. No, not paid for. If they got the fuck out of college, if they got out of education, that would be amazing. Because then everything would actually go back down to where it should be. The fact that it's so much is because they're in it. Yeah, because listen, if you're a college, right, and you have these loans and they're guaranteed by the government, well, what do you care? How much you're gonna charge? You don't care. But if you have actual competition and you have to fight and you have to actually lower your costs to get people in, right? Yeah. Now you have to actually say, oh well, we're going to give you a degree that is meaningful and it pays for, it's going to come out making X amount of dollars. I bet you a lot of more people would be kind of careful on how much they spend and where they spend it. Yeah. Yeah. God bless. Yeah. Yeah. Right. And my son. So when my son his first year, we paid. He had a lot of scholarships because he was an Eagle Scout. So he had like just all around. He was a good kid. So he had a lot of scholarships, and he was playing football and tennis. He was something else I forgot. So he's doing like he did the 3-letter thing, and so he all around he had a lot of scholarships. But the following year, we're paying. We just paid the ride all the way through. So as he goes, we're just paying for it. So he'll have no debt coming out. But he also became an RA, so that's saved. You know, he gets money to be an RA. Then he applies for these scholarships, 3,000 here, 5,000 here, and he gets them. It's great. So basically, yeah, yeah. Just be careful when you do that because the because schools are such jerks about their credits system. Okay. Yeah. So the transfers over, yeah, because that was my daughter's problem. She had a bunch of credits from community college, and then when she went to her primary college, they're like, oh no, we don't recognize those credits. Blah blah blah. She did all the extra credits in high school, and it turned out to be worthless. Which, whatever. It's, the high school ones. I know. Hello. Hey, Jack. I'll go back over like 4 or 5 o'clock, I figured. You know. No, I want to be fair to the dog, so I don't want him sitting around like, because I went only like 12 o'clock today. So, yeah. I try not to, no, but it's, yeah, it's crazy. I don't know why, Mom. Why would you shower before you go hang out with Cassidy? That's funny. But yeah, go ahead. I gotta. Go ahead. I got a couple of items I gotta fix anyway, but I was trying to do it, but I can't remember anything. I'm clueless. Okay. Is it battery, the one that's battery operated, that you have to take, or is it the one that attaches to the doorbell that charges? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, totally. It's motion activated. Just, I mean, I could set it up if you want. Uh, I assume it has to be screwed in, right? Set it up and make the password something. So I send you the login. Just set it up online. Then, because if you leave it up to him to set it, I mean, he's not at all. If you do add a camera, I guess you would have to add a camera, but it would have to be. Yeah, I think you'd have to add a ring camera. Or you could do your do, do that neighbor account and then put that one in there. I guess I'll send you the barcode, probably. Scan code, that's. Okay. I'll take a picture of the scan code and send it to you. So all you would have to do is scan it, put it in. But the main account holder, because I don't have Ring, so I can just download the app and put it on, and then make the password easy for you. With your and like and just a silly password 123, and then you can go in and change. But it'll be on the U anyway. You'll have the No, I mean, honestly, you could probably just put it on the table. And is it one of those tracking cams that like turn with it? Oh, yeah. Because I got the one, the cheap Chinese one, and it could follow me around. It's great. It was like, the Timu camera basically. I'm sure the Chinese are watching me too, but just saying, wasn't a bad camera. Easy to set up and everything. Yeah, sure. Right. Yeah, because electronics in general, they probably have a certain amount of storage in them, and then anything with storage in it is basically shot up to, because of the AI craze. It's great. It's great. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have a 4 camera set up myself. 5. Well, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5 camera, and then it's just playing in the garage. And as I'm working, I'll just look at it. Like I'll just make sure. Yeah, make sure. Like because I have customers coming in now, so I have those 5 cameras. I have a Ring camera for my work door. I have one on the shed that does like the whole panning thing, that 360 cam, and I have one that's in the backyard to catch wildlife because I thought I could swear I saw a wolf one day, or a coyote or something. I'm like, and I was like, I have to get a camera just to see if I saw that, and so far nothing. But because I sent the dog out there. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure of it. Yeah. I would not doubt that there's a mountain lion in either a mountain lion or like some hybrid that was with the domesticated cat or something. Because that's what they say we have around here. They say we have coyotes, but they're hybrid coyotes, which are with some domestic breed of dog. Yeah. Uh, Somebody's a germ. Somebody's very afraid of the germs. I'm a pleasure when it comes to the germs. I'm like, sneeze on me. I don't care. How do you? Listen, how do those MMA fighters learn to defend against the, and it can, how do they learn to counterattack? They got to get attacked, right? Same thing. Your system has to get attacked. During COVID, I purposely went in. I was purposely going in places to expose myself because I didn't want to be without. Yeah, I didn't want to be without it. I knew when I did get it, it would be harsh, so I wanted to get it. Yeah, that's how bad COVID was. It was, 90% of the people didn't even know they had it. Yeah. Now I had COVID a few times, man. Only once did I know about it because after that I really didn't test because I didn't. Yeah. Right. There's people. There's a 17-year-old around here that just died of the flu. It just happens. I mean. Hmm. It's crazy. Sometimes it's the luck of the draw, I guess. You get. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Yeah. I just know that it's just inevitable. If you're out and about, you're gonna get exposed to something. Just let it happen. Oh no. No, no, no. No. Hand sanitizer, phone wiping down, none of that. I don't care. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, my wife drives a bus. I am exposed to so many different germs every day. She drives a school bus. And it's funny. Like when I got COVID once, I started taking that it was like Dr. Berg's or whatever on Amazon, vitamin D and vitamin K. And since then, if I do get sick, it's very little. I don't get sick. Very small frames of colds. Yeah, I used to get sick all the time before that. Now, not so much. Yeah. Hmm. I think a lot of people have the flu. They end up at the doctor at least. I had to go in the doctor the other day, and there was so many people there with flu or flu-like symptoms. Yeah. See. Anybody else have fever? Anybody, he's basically, anybody else have fever? Because that's basically what he's asking at that point. Yeah. Yeah. Does anybody, yeah. Anybody else not want to be around me? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Because is he on special detail or is he, without saying, he's, okay. Yeah, I'm not going to say it. I just, yeah. Yeah, and he probably has a really good immune system against that particular strand or that particular. So, the COVID award in the old, again, not going to say it, but you know, was he around for one or this one too, or just Obama? Not not Trump. Oh, now Trump. Two Trump. Okay, he was around. Wow, that must be something. It's like a weird ass job, you know? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm flying in a very specialized airplane with bedrooms. Oh, he's in. Okay. He's. I'll have to. They'll have to send me a link or point him out and whatever. But like I said, yeah, I've had conversations with your mom. She's told me, not details, just what, you know. Yeah, it's cool. Oh, I know. I yeah, I could do without some of it, but I guess it's a package and you get what you get. Hmm. A, a ghoul. He was a ghoul. Yeah. There's no way that guy was running the country. No freaking way. Yeah, like Cheney. Cheney was, well, whatever. Cheney was running the country at the time. You guys are, you guys are too emotional though. I don't know. If you could turn it off, I'd like to see. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, she was indicted. I didn't. I was like, why would they get her? And it turns out she was also on the indictment, which I was like, why? But apparently, they were funneling money through. Both of them were funneling money. No, nobody was innocent in that whole thing. Yeah. No, for sure. Yep. Well, you live in a Democrat stronghold, so, and and your parents are pretty much that way too. So, oh, I don't know. I think your father's always watching the news. He's mentioned so many different Democrat talking points to me that I'm like, oh, you have. I'm like, oh, you've definitely taken the MSNBC bug. No, for sure. Yeah, right. And during COVID, I was like, I was my happy self, and just I was mad at the world because I wouldn't take the stupid vaccination, and they were firing me for it. I'm like, I don't even care. If that's what a company wants to do, then I guess that's the way it's going to be. And I paid. This was T-Mobile, by the way. I paid $4,000 for a lawyer's letter for a religious exemption, which got me through about a year, and then they had laid me off anyway. So, you know, yeah, yeah. They, yeah. I mean, my mother took it. She never had a heart problem in her life, and then all of a sudden now she's got, I'm granted she's older, right? But anything can happen. But nobody in the family has arrhythmia, like what do they call that? And I know you're going to say the same thing. Neither did your grandma, right? Oh, okay. Well, I can't do that. Okay. I mean, listen, your mother smokes and everything, and anything can happen. Right. All I'm saying is, my mother never had a arrhythmia, and I forgot what she has, but it's some type of arrhythmia where it's kind of uncommon, but now everybody has it. So how uncommon? I don't know. Right. Right. And I'm not. I'm not. Yeah. Hmm. But but it was so anti-science. And what I mean by that is, you had people who had COVID already, and they're still doing all these these gestures. I'll say gestures because they weren't real, with the masking and the bullshit shots, all that stuff, and it didn't matter. They already had it. They weren't going to get it again. You know, not this strain. They weren't going to get it again. It was Listen. There was flu and there was other sickness, but if you know that people got flu and it was just called COVID. That's the truth. Right. Well, yeah, because the old flu was the new COVID back in the 20s. It was the same thing. But what I'm saying is, nobody had the flu because they were diagnosing everything with COVID because of the government money. And if you diagnose everything, if you throw money at it, all of a sudden everybody's going to get COVID, and no one's going to have anything else but COVID. Hmm. Yeah, I just yeah. Right. I bet you. I bet you. Right. Hmm. I'm not, but yeah, but I'm not anti-vaccination. I'm anti take my choice away. I'm pro. I guess you could say I'm pro-choice in that regard. Yeah, and it was a giant lie. You know, you won't get it. You won't spread it. All that was a giant lie. But if you had it already, yeah, right. Which we weren't told that at first. We were told you won't get it, and then we were told we won't get it as bad. And then we were told that other people you can't spread it to other people. Which all that stuff was very not true. Hmm. Right. Oh, my poor daughter was going through her last year of high school, and oh, it really so screwed her up. That remote schooling, that remote stuff was it's just so bad, and we still have remnants of it now. Where the kid, if it's a snow day, it's oh no, it's a remote learning day. Oh, you mean it's a day that they're not going to learn anything? Again, you know, remote learning depends on the teacher. Hmm. That's funny. She, her name is Mrs. Ambien. Right. Well, what my daughter was so. I mean, she was so far beyond me in math, beyond what I could do. She just. I mean, she would tutor other kids at that point. She's good. No, she Discord. She go on Discord and she'll do it. Honestly. Uh huh. What is it that he's having trouble with mainly? I guess algebra or trig, right? Trig probably. Okay. Okay. Yeah. It's cool. Right. You always, yeah. We started to use Minecraft boxes just to mess around. We started to use Minecraft boxes in the algebra to solve for x's. You know, stupid things that we did, but yeah, they do. They do absolutely. Hmm. Right. Right. Well, yeah. Well, if you take, let's say you take 12 times 72, right? And you want an answer. So what they'll do is they'll take 10 times 72, 720, 720, and then 2 times 72, which is 144, and then do the 720 plus 144, and that's the answer, right? That's new math. That's just to break it down. Did I just boggle your mind, by the way? Sorry. It's a lot of steps, but it's to break it down to where you can figure it out in your head. And I don't know, it works for me, but it doesn't work for everybody. Yeah, I've always been good with numbers. That's true. That is true. Right. Right. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, for FDNY, you mean? I don't know, I also in the 90s worked for FDNY. Yeah, in 95 and 96, but I hated the job and I got out. It was for New York City EMS, but I hated it. Couldn't stand that job. Right. And to be fair, he did run into fires, so that's pretty, yeah, pretty good. Hmm. Disability, yeah. Oh yeah, they yeah. Yeah. It's such a bad deal that they did that. Like they let people do that, but yeah. No. Right. Hmm. Oh yeah, that's right. He was in Nam, right? Wasn't he in Vietnam? Yeah. It's pretty hardcore, not gonna lie. But it's sure. He definitely has. Right. He's the, the, right. Right. Sure. He yeah. And to be fair, I think if he could walk and I couldn't, I don't think he'd be walking my dog. So, you know, But your mother would. So I'm really doing that for your mother. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, some weird planetary alignment, I think. Like where opposites. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Right. That's amazing. You think you just abused, I guess, as a young. Listen. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like before it was called abuse. I told somebody this. I'm like, well, before it was called abuse, I had a screwdriver thrown in my leg, and I guess now, looking back, I guess it was abuse, but who knew at the time? That's that's my life. Yeah. I mean, it's yeah. Act like yeah. uh, yeah. I just don't touch my kids that way. Like it's almost like dog training too. You could do so much more, so much more by not doing that. Right. Yeah. And generally speaking, my kids are so damn good. Probably because my wife, she, she's quite amazing with the with raising these little bastards. No, she is. It's great. And like I said, these kids will come out of college. They won't have any bills to pay, and they could start their life, which is great. We Yeah. And you also live in one of the highest, like literally the most expensive place in the country to live. Wait, yeah, aren't you? I think Maryland and Virginia. Yeah. No. Yeah, I don't. Okay. I don't know how we do. Honestly, I don't know how we do. Oh, I know why. Because we don't. Because we haven't taken a vacation since we were dating. You know, like everything is for the kids. Every and then every when I make side money, extra money, it goes in to pay other things. So I'm just you know right. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, we do. Yeah. I mean, we're going on a cruise sometime, but we're bringing the kids. But But they watch themselves. It's not like you have to do anything. Yeah, no, definitely. Right. But yeah, we're doing that. We're going on the cruise. But the kids, my youngest is 16, so she could. Yeah, that's the one. Pleasant Valley, Pregnant Valley. Listen, somehow managed to not be a grandpa in that school, which is I heard is pretty amazing. Okay, okay, gotcha. Yeah, you guys did one house over, and actually, yeah, but we were only looking in Pleasant Valley anyway, so I doubt we would have seen anything else. Right.